Hello. Today we're going to make your parents happy and work on getting you a job or internship. So settle in.
I feel so close to you right now. It's a force field.
Today we're going to do more than talking about simply how to write a resume, because most people can follow along on an internet template and figure out how to do that. What we're going to do is talk more about the process of how to present yourself as the best candidate and what all goes into the job application process, the resume being only one aspect. This lesson used to be much later in the course, but what we realized is that a lot of people really wanted to have their resumes and cover letters ready for the early fall job fairs and early spring job fairs. And so we moved it to the beginning of the course to try to make it much more useful right away for you all. Also, the way that this course is organized is to try to make it as real world applicable as possible so that you come away with a lot of things that are relevant to your life. And so the way that the course is organized is around having a job and then working within that job, doing specific tasks that you would have to do in terms of writing. So the first thing is we call it employability, which includes resumes and cover letters. After you have your job, theoretically, you'll move into Unit 2, which is professional correspondence, which is business letters and memorandums, things that you would have to do in your job. In Unit 3, we change directions and we talk about communicating outward from your organization. So we do a lot of social media, how to write grants, how to write press releases, etc. And then on to research and evaluation, but we'll talk about when we come to that. Today we're going to talk about employability, Unit 1, and beginning with the resume. And the title of our PowerPoint today is Creating the Perfect Resume. And the little subtitle is the one that's perfect for your potential employer. And this kind of gets to the heart of what we do a lot in this course in terms of how we write. Most people, when they think of writing, they think, what message do I want to get across? And that's where they start. And we hope that by the end of it, you'll learn that you need to turn it around and think, what message does my audience want to hear? Because you'll get further in life if you can manage to do that. So the subtitle, the one that's perfect for your potential employer, hopefully will make you think about, as you put together your resume, what does the person that's hiring want to hear and see in the potential, candidate that they have for this job? And then you can present yourself as that hopefully ideal candidate. And that's much different from you sort of just trying to sit down and think, what makes me look best in a very general sense. So we have a couple of objectives. All of our presentations that we ever do in this course should have objectives in terms of like what we want you to learn. So main thing we want you to learn, best practices for the process of job application. A lot of life lessons in this particular lesson. And then we want you to learn the different types of resumes. Most people don't know that there's more than one type. There's actually, 2 or 3 or a combination, and we'll talk about those. And then the ultimate goal is for you to create a real resume that you'll use for a real job or an internship. Or if you want to apply to grad school, that's a thing that you can do as well. The main thing is that we want you to leave here with something that you can actually use one day. And as somebody that's taught this course for, I think, 4 times now, we've had a lot of really nice compliments, people that have come back to us and said, man, I used my resume that I created in this class and I got a lot of good compliments on it, or I got the internship and I got to move to, Kentucky or Colorado or wherever, based on the things that they did in this class. And so hopefully if you put the effort into it, you'll come away with something that's really good. So our overview of what we're going to talk about today is what is a resume, first and foremost. Resume essentials, what goes into them that you need to have. Some resume pet peeves, which are sort of like the don'ts of putting together a resume, things that will, bring up a red flag for any kind of employer. And then we're going to talk about the parts of the resume specifically.